I hit the club with a special dough, you ain't need know it open. I went flat broke so many times, couldn't tell cause I ain't sure. I'm such a rock star, man, it's rips and all my clothes. It's tatted, I'm responsible for your These good at in there thuggin', think they'll tell. I'm sitting first class with my bag, they saying I smell funny. Killing the game is all I'm. My young shaking some. 10K that's play money. I buy your base some. I spread some in blue, hunt look like I'm neighbor. I'll be back in the morning. Tell me how much you want it. You know these bags are strong. You break, you buy, you bust it open. They hang up posters with the reward. My swag was stolen. He wanted to. I put up. Stuff $20 skinny pants. I call that a hair tell me. I be mad.
With our analysts Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. So the Timberwolves win the tip to the paint. Rebounded by Butler.
Well, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Brent, you could hit the three back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good for me?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the off-season, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Draymond Green. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
No question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
That Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Gobert. Second chance shot. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. To the inside. And it's Green missing. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. And that one drops. And it comes off an assist from Ingles.
And just an agile move by Edwards inside, allowing him to beat the contact.
The shot by Butler, no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Out to DiVincenzo. Hits a three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 5 points.
And a quick release from Dante there just in time so the defense had no shot at it.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Ingles no good on that one. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Here's Dillingham. And there's the drive. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Warriors with possession. 9-point game. Pass to Green. Shoots over Reed. And the Warriors miss again. And here's Minnesota now. Big run right now for them. 11-2. Inside. Randall right side. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Butler with the bucket.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. A slam dunk by Reed.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Out left to the wing. Poke loose. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Alexander Walker. Tries again. And Reed with a lay-in. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stat for the Timberwolves.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Warriors trail by 11. Here's Payton. And he misses his first shot. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 17-6 run. Alexander Walker. No good from outside. Here's Butler. Well, Brent, there are only a handful of players in the league with the big game experience of Butler.
Yeah, and those big games, BA, are where he's had some of his best moments. It's been on several different teams as well. So the bigger the game gets, the bigger Jimmy Butler appears to show up.
Brent, you think about Jimmy Butler, great in the regular season, even better in the playoffs.
Yeah, extremely tough. I mean, he has grit and resilience, but tough-minded in the toughest moments, and that's where his teammates rely on him. Jimmy Butler shows up big come playoff time.
Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Can you say natural leader? Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
Down low. Here's Randall. Off target at the rim.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Kuminga. Count that bucket.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Randall, good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
There's the triple. And the three-pointer goes. Well, we've... some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. It's Minnesota. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Warriors trail by 6. On the wing, Payton. Here's the three. That one is off. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And that one falls for Curry. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend. And now we have competition on both sides of the ball. And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And Hield is a player who you love to see take trips to the free throw line, as consistent as he is there.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Pass to Miller. To the middle. Ingles, good. Ingles got 4 points now in the quarter.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
Well, BA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league. Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
They get the rebound. That one goes. Count it. Green's got 6.
Well, Draymond doesn't just come down with the rebound. He goes right back up aggressively to score.
Pass to Minot. 4-3. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Left side Moody. Here's Butler. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. He's got 5.
Butler can't get into the paint. He's got some offensive options. He has the touch from the mid-range.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Looney, high post. Miller pulls it in. Minnesota leading by 5. Pass to Clark. Now Miller. Moody defends. Over to the left wing. Here's Minot. From outside the arc. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
And here's Butler outside. Miller pulls it in. And so Conley will bring it up for the T-Wolves. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Clark. Pass to Shannon. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. And here's Minnesota now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Inside. Here's Miller. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
They're just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And the Warriors making a change here. Warriors trail by 12. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 12-4 run. To the inside. Here's Miller. Shoots over Curry. Ooh, nice shot by Miller. Miller's got his second basket of the game.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though.
To the paint. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it. Here's Butler. 5 points in the game. Right side heel. Outside Moody. Pass to Butler. From the top of the key. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Timberwolves lead by 12. Down low. It's stolen by Heel. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. He got a piece of it. Here's Dillingham. And so we wrap up the first half. It's Minnesota. They lead by 14. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Moses Moody up strong for the jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And he sinks the second. Warriors trail by 13. Fires from the wing. Miller pulls it in. To the paint. And he throws it down with one hand.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, PA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Outside Curry. Outside Moody. Here's Green. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And let's talk about Draymond Green for a moment. Certainly one of the most outspoken players in the league, Brent.
Well, Draymond has never held back, whether he's talking about his opinion or the way that he sees the game, which is remarkable and a revelation to his intelligence as a defender on the floor. Draymond Green has been special on the defensive end throughout his career. So much attention on Steph that really opens up the floor.
Here's Clark. And he makes it on the layup. Clark's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Stolen by Ingles. Clark outside. To the middle. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Dillingham. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Here's Shannon. Three-pointer off the mark.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Outside Moody. Pass to Green. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Dillingham. 14 points for him. Second chance effort. Miller. To the wing on the left. No good with a jumper from the wing.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. Rebounded by Green. Stolen by Miller. Pass to Shannon. Kicks it out to Clark. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J. Shannon's got 5 now.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. So both teams changing it up here. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Outside Payton. Pass to Pajimski. And here's Butler. Fires the three. They grab their own miss.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
He hits the second from the line. And so it's Golden State with it. Outside Payton. Back to Jackson Davis. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Warriors trail by 19. Outside Butler. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. These are his first free throws of the game. That one's off. And he's good on the second. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Here's Jackson Davis. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Jackson Davis has got 10.
Well, this guy, Jimmy Butler, not showing that he's a ball stopper. Awareness, finds the open man.
Outside Reed. Pass to Shannon. Conley with the ball. Fires from deep. Knocks it down from distance. Conley's got 4 points this quarter. Now here's Jackson Davis. Offline with a baseline jumper.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
And so it's the Minnesota. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. DiVincenzo with it. And the layup is good off the glass.
A cagey score on the inside. Conley has the smarts and he has the skill.
Jackson Davis misses. The Timberwolves lead by 23. On the wing, Ingles. Here's Gobert. Up and in from the low block.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. No good on that one. Good on the second one. Now DiVincenzo. From downtown. Doesn't go that time.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Both teams will make substitutions. And Brent, you've always seen the flashes, but now it seems the game is slowed down for Kuminga.
Well, BA, a lot of fans clamoring for Kuminga to get minutes even earlier on, but the Warriors took a very slow approach to his development, and now you're starting to see some of that athleticism and strength and some of that patience paying off for Jonathan Kuminga.
Here's Curry. Another shot. Kuminga's shot is off.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Out to DiVincenzo. They get it again. Pass to Edwards. Into the lane. The shot comes out. Here's Golden State. Here's Kuminga. Guarded by Edwards. Kuminga's shot is off. The Timberwolves lead by 23. Here's DiVincenzo. An easy two on the layup.
DiVincenzo has to be agile on the interior, and that time finds a way to get it done.
Here's Kuminga. Rebound Minnesota. Outside, DiVincenzo. From behind the arc. Nails it from three. DiVincenzo's got 5 points in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Back to Edwards. Inside. McDaniels. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. McDaniels got his first basket.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And Edwards slams it in.
Can you say terrific athlete? Edwards just enjoys getting deep positioning and rising up for the slam.
Jackson Davis. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Left side, McDaniels. Off target with the three.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Mike Conley.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
Pass to Gobert. Launches a three. McDaniels, that's good.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. There's 48 seconds left in the game. Outside Conley. The three ball. And they'll get another chance. Outside Ingles. For three, Randall. He drops it from range.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And here's Conley. Outside, Ingles. Lets the three fly. The shot by Conley, no good.